guys? So today I have another knife review for you. This is a review of the Kershaw Leek. It's a USA made knife and it costs around 50 bucks. It is one of the best EDC knives I can recommend, but most people are kind of nervous to get one of these for an EDC knife because of the price. Usually the sweet spot for an EDC knife is around 20 to 25 bucks. So this is a little bit more expensive, but it is an amazing knife. And honestly, I was going to do a pros and cons, but I can't really find any cons with this thing. The only con I can maybe think of, is the fact that it doesn't have a deep carry pocket clip. If you were to compare it to something like the Kershaw Amplitude 3.25, the Kershaw Amplitude has a really, really nice pocket clip. This one up here, the silver one, that rides really nice in the pocket, and this one doesn't. That's the only thing I can think of. So if they improved the pocket clip, this would probably be the perfect knife I can possibly think of. So now that the cons are out of the way, I'm just going to talk about how much I love this knife, and I'm just going to say automatically I definitely recommend it. Obviously, if you are a person who does not want to spend a lot of money on a knife, not going to be the knife for you. But if 50 bucks is no problem for you and you think that's a great price for a knife, I'd 100% get this knife, without a doubt in my mind. So, let's talk about some of the things I love about it. Let me actually show you the box. I'll leave this right here and show you guys what the box looks like. So, Kershaw Leek, USA, assisted opening, flip it on the back here. So the steel is 14C28N. With a bead blasted finish, and there's a black oxide coating that's going to help protect against rust and all that stuff. It does feature Kershaw's speed safe assisted opening system, so it's going to be a little bit dangerous. So if you are if you're buying this knife and you are underage, probably wouldn't recommend it. It's a little bit dangerous, but I would definitely recommend this, obviously, if you're of age and you can buy this knife on your own. I think I'm pretty sure the legal limit's 18 because I'm able to buy knives and I'm 18, so I'm actually 20, but yeah. One amazing thing about this is the safety. It does have a lock on it. I'll show you guys that later, but that's one thing I do love about this knife. And the handle is made from T6 anodized aluminum, or however you want to say it, aluminium. People say it different. And then there is a pocket clip, but I already told you guys about how I feel about that, so that's the only negative thing I can think of. But it's really not even a negative. The pocket clip is still fine. I think they could have done a little bit better job with it though. It weighs 2.4 ounces, so it is super lightweight. Very good EDC knife. It literally doesn't even feel like you're carrying anything in your pocket. And then here's all the measurements if you want to pause it and look at that. And there you go. All right, for a little size comparison, here's it up against a Leatherman Wave. Here's it next to a Kershaw Amplitude 3.25. And here it is next to a Victorinox Super Tinker. And then here it is next to a Leatherman Skeletal. Just for a little size comparison, those are pretty popular. Or the Victorinox knife, the Leatherman Wave, and the Skeletal are pretty popular amongst the knife community. So most likely you have one, and this will show you pretty much how big it is. Alright, so now I'm just going to talk about how much I love this knife. I'm going to start with the blade and just work my way down the knife, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I'll try to go through them pretty fast so I don't take up too much of your precious day. Okay, so let's start off with the blade. I love the shape of it. It is a Wharncliffe style blade. Very, very nice for slicing. But I do love the blade steel. The blade steel is very, very nice. So this is a USA made knife, and it is a knife designed by Ken Onion. He is one of the designers over at Kershaw, and I believe his profession is an engineer. That's a very common profession of people or of designers over at Kershaw. But Ken Onion, he's made some pretty good designs, but this is his most famous design, and it is made in the USA. So if you're a big USA nut, this will work for you. It's really good because most Kershaw knives are made in China, so it's nice to see a little change up and see that they are making USA made knives. They have a couple. They have the Leek. They have, I think the Blur is one, and the Kershaw Link. So all those are made in USA, and they are very, very good quality. So yeah, the blade, really like it. The black oxide coating looks really freaking sweet. They also have another color scheme where it has no black oxide coating. It's just a steel blade. But yeah, I really like the black oxide coating. That's going to protect against rust. It's just going to improve the quality of the blade steel a lot more. So I'm a fan of black oxide coatings. I think it looks really nice and stealthy. It does have dual thumb studs, so I do like that. And it also has a little piece of steel that sticks out the back here. Makes it easier for opening, or easy for opening like that, or if you want to go old school, use the dual thumb studs. So when using this knife, it does have a little bit of jimping up there. I wish they would have applied a little bit more jimping, or maybe a small thumb ramp up there. I mean, I have pretty big hands, but this thing feels really nice in my hands, but I wish there was just a little something more up here, just to kind of give yourself a little more security when you're using this thing. It does have a small finger choil, and that makes it nice, but I wish it was a little bigger, but I guess it's okay. But if you're really going to town with this knife, I guess your finger can slip forward, and your finger's definitely going to get cut on that blade because it is sharp as hell. So, yep, there's that. Okay, talked about the blade. Enough. Let's talk about the liner lock. Liner lock is pretty solid. I don't feel like it's going to come apart on me anytime soon, or it's going to close on me anytime soon. But it is really nice. It's very, very easy. Like I said, I have fairly large thumbs and hands, so it is very easy to push it in. It's really no problem. It's very, very easy for me, at least. So there's that. I do like the steel liners. Very, very nice. It adds a huge level of quality to the knife. The body is made of that aluminum, and oh my god, it is amazing. The aluminum it feels so sturdy in the hand, but this is such a lightweight knife. I don't know how they achieved this, but this knife it's incredibly made. It feels so good in the hand, but it's so lightweight. I don't know how they did it, but I believe it's contributed to this aluminum. Very, very nice feeling in the hand. Super just like smooth, but oh man, it just feels really good in the hand. I can't describe how good it feels. Everything is just really well machined. All the cutouts are just nice and perfect, and everything just looks really freaking sweet. I really like the body of this knife, so there's that. And the last thing I do want to talk about is the safety lock down here. So if you happen to be carrying this in your pocket, and by chance it opens in your pocket, it's probably not going to be the best thing in the world. I don't know if it will stab you or cut you, but there's a big chance, and that's very dangerous. So they provided a little lock, and all you have to do is slide this. Let me zoom in here, and you guys can see. Okay, so here's the lock, and if you want to lock the blade, you simply just push here, push that forward, and it slides that little piece of plastic over the blade. So now when you try to deploy it, it ain't going anywhere. Not gonna happen. And then if you want to, if you take it out of your pocket and you want to use it again, push that piece of plastic back to business. So there's a lot of good things about this knife. I don't really think there are any cons, but one of the best knives I can recommend is the Kershaw Leek. $50 if you are not a big spender on knives. Obviously wouldn't get this. My second choice for a great EDC knife is the Kershaw Amplitude 3.25. Very, very high quality knife, only about $25. I did a full review of it on my channel. If you want to go check it out, I will link it in the description. Very, very nice knife though. Yep, thanks for taking a look at this review, guys. I will have this linked on Amazon if you want to go check it out. That's pretty much going to do it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. ZAKBARRYPRODUCTIONS signing out. Peace.